Welcome, beloved friends, to Daily God's Promise, Day 2. Today, July 2, 2025, we discover a profound source of hope and security in Psalm chapter 37 verse 40. And the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked, and save them, because they trust in him. It's the triumphant conclusion to a psalm that addresses the enduring question of why the wicked sometimes prosper, offering ultimate reassurance that God's faithfulness always prevails for those who trust him. 1. God's promise in a world of trouble. Magnifying glass 1. Now we will discuss the historical aspect of the verse. Friends, Psalm chapter 37 is a masterpiece by David, penned to encourage believers not to fret over the fleeting prosperity of the wicked, but to trust in the Lord. Our verse today, Psalm chapter 37 verse 40, serves as the grand finale to this wisdom. It's a comprehensive promise that God actively intervenes on behalf of those who are devoted to him. In a world that often feels overwhelmed by injustice, conflict, and negative influences, this scripture offers a deep sense of security and a clear path to divine intervention. It's a powerful reminder that our hope is anchored not in circumstances, but in the character and actions of our faithful God. This verse closes the psalm with a promise, not of ease, but of God's active intervention. David wasn't writing theory. He had lived this truth, having been hunted by Saul, betrayed, and opposed by enemies, yet God had always delivered him. 2. Let's unpack the theological meaning. This verse gives us a four-part picture of God's role in the lives of the righteous. Checkmark. Help them. God provides strength and aid in the moment of need. Checkmark. Deliver them. He rescues them from traps, enemies, or overwhelming threats. Checkmark. From the wicked, God knows the injustice and hostility we face, and he acts. Checkmark. Because they trust in him. This is the condition of the promise. Trust isn't passive, it's the key to divine help. This is not a promise of exemption from trouble, but a guarantee of God's faithfulness in the middle of it. Trust is not a safety net, it's a spiritual anchor. 3. God's active help and comprehensive deliverance. The verse begins with a clear statement, and the Lord shall help them and deliver them. This is not passive observation from God, but an active, interventionist promise. Help implies that God will provide the necessary strength, resources, wisdom, and support when we are in need. Deliver means he will actively rescue us from threatening situations, oppressive forces, or overwhelming challenges. God's help is comprehensive, extending to every area of our lives: physical, emotional, spiritual, and relational. 4. Deliverance from the wicked and holistic salvation. The promise specifies, he shall deliver them from the wicked and save them. This is a powerful assurance of God's protection from malicious individuals, unjust systems, or the very forces of spiritual evil that seek to harm us. God acts as our shield and defender. Furthermore, and save them encompasses more than just immediate danger. It speaks to a holistic salvation, spiritual redemption from sin, emotional healing from wounds, and ultimate eternal security. It means being made whole, set free, and brought into God's flourishing peace. We see this throughout Scripture, from Israel's many deliverances from enemies to David's personal testimonies of God's rescuing hand in his own life. Whether it was Daniel in the lion's den or Peter escaping prison, God consistently delivers and saves those who are his. Scroll 5. Old Testament cross-references. Psalm chapter 91 verses 14 to 15. Because he has set his love upon me, I will deliver him. Isaiah chapter 54 verse 17. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5 to 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Open Book 6. New Testament cross-references. God's help extends to spiritual protection. 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 9. The Lord knows how to deliver the godly out of temptations. Trust in God never ends in regret. 7. The activating power of trust in God. Crucially, The promise of God's comprehensive help and deliverance is directly linked to a condition: because they trust in Him. Trust is the key that unlocks divine intervention. This trust is not merely intellectual assent, it's an active, unwavering reliance, dependence, and confident surrender to God's character, His wisdom, and His perfect plan. When we genuinely trust God, it enables us to wait patiently, act obediently, and remain hopeful even when circumstances appear dire. It's our faith in His faithfulness that activates His powerful hand on our behalf, allowing Him to move in ways we could never accomplish on our own. 8. Living in God's promised help and deliverance today. For this July 2, 2025, let Psalm chapter 37 verse 40 be your anchor and your declaration. When you face opposition, injustice, or feel overwhelmed by difficult circumstances, release your burdens and actively place your complete trust in the Lord. Practice active reliance on Him, knowing that He is your defender. Declare this verse over your life, believing that God is faithful to help you, deliver you from the wicked, and save you, precisely because you trust in Him. Your unwavering trust in God is the foundation for experiencing His powerful, loving, and comprehensive rescue in every area of your life. If you are facing opposition, spiritual attack, or a situation where wickedness seems to be prevailing, remember this: checkmark God will help you right where you are. Checkmark God will deliver you from what wants to destroy you. Checkmark your job is to trust Him with all your heart, even when you don't understand the timing. Let today be the day you stop wrestling and start resting in the truth. God helps, God delivers, and God saves those who trust in Him. Encourage someone. God will help and save you, because you trust in Him.